What's happening, everybody? So, I'm just going to say from the beginning of this that we were supposed to have an episode drop earlier today. And yeah, technology. It's great when it works, and then when it doesn't work, yeah, it's very irritating. Can try one's patience. Anyways, so we were supposed to have an episode with a guest, and we did, in fact, record with our guest. However, technology said no. So when I went to edit the audio file, there was nothing there but a blank 30 minutes. It didn't record anything. So much for that for this week, but I didn't want to leave everybody hanging without an episode, considering we didn't do one last week. It's been real busy at school. Things is closing out the semester, and so had a lot going on. But here we are, and going to try to give you a little bit of something to think about. I thought I would mention this book that I have been in the process of reading, and it's called I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. Now, many of our listeners may have read this book, but if you have not, I would strongly encourage you to. It really stimulates your thinking on atheism. So, we all know that there's this thing in science that says one day, out of nothing, bang, there's the earth, and then proceed from there with evolution until the current time of the existence of humanity. Scientists say that for no reason, everything was just right under the appropriate conditions. Boom, it happened. But the very defining laws of science is to find a cause. Google even defines it as the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. In layman's terms, they want to find out what happened and why it happened to anything and everything. And I know that if you don't have a reason or a cause for why something happened, then your argument and your experiment is invalid. It means nothing. And so you have to research why it happened and how it happened. And you have to prove it. Science basically says that everything happens for a cause. Or, as we may say, the law of causality. Now, if that's so, then the Big Bang had to have a cause. And it had to have a reason. If it was a Big Bang, I don't know, maybe God made a Big Bang when he spoke things into existence. If you think about that fact, science says, oh, there's a cause. And then they say, oh, but the Big Bang happened for no particular reason, it just happened. Now, this law of causality is what makes science possible. And there was this guy named Francis Bacon, and he said that true knowledge is knowledge by causes. That's what scientists do. They try to discover what caused what. So let's think about that. So everything happens with a cause. Let me give you an example of everything having a cause. You don't get hungry for no reason. You get hungry because you need to eat so you can live. Because if you don't eat, you'll die. And if you think about everything out there, there is some particular reason or cause behind it. Why do you buy a car? You want to be able to travel. If you're sitting at a red light and the car turns to the right, it's not because the car just wanted to turn to the right, it's because someone behind the steering wheel is turning it to the right. Everything we do in our daily life and everything that we think of has a reasoning and a cause behind it. And so it really amazes me at how people can say that, yes, I agree, everything has a reasoning up to this point. And for that to be so, that the Big Bang just happened for no reason, that would take a lot of faith. A lot of faith. Just as the book says, that's why I don't have enough faith to be an atheist.